Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashikritau Vande Bhagavantau Puna Punaha Ishvaru Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayeta. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Verse number 5, chapter 18. Yajna dana tapa karma natyajyam karyam evata. Yajyo danam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinam. I repeat one more time. Yajna dana tapa karma natyajyam karyam evata. Yajyo danam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinam. So see the word meaning first. Yajna dana tapa karma, activity in form of yajna, charity and austerity. Na tyajyam. Na means not. Tyajyam should be given up. Karyam should be performed. Eva indeed, tat that. Yajna sacrifice. Danam charity. Tapa austerity. Cha and eva indeed pavanani purifiers. Manishinam of wise. See the translation. Activity in the form of yajna, charity and austerity should not be given up. It has to be performed. Yajna, charity and austerity are purifier to the wise person. In previous verse, Sri Krishna promised. He said, O Arjun, now I will describe about sannyas and tyag. Because the question was asked, O Arjuna, about sannyas and tyag. Sri Krishna had given some views. Now he is giving his own view. What is my view? What is my opinion about tyag and sannyas? And it is a very, very unique, because we have conception about tyag and sannyas. It is a very different. We think tyag and sannyas means renunciation of everything. Renunciation of the house, renunciation of the society, the family, the relation, the money, and everything. We understand this is the sannyas. This is the tyag. But here Sri Krishna is giving the definition, it is very different. In spirituality, when a master talks, he always addresses the seeker, not a question. Question could be same. If disciples are different, then answer must be different. So Sri Krishna is giving definition to Arjuna. And he was assuming that I am giving this definition the people who are like Arjuna. So he made category of the disciples. He made category of the people. So one category is they are not interested in tyag and sannyas. Sri Krishna is not talking about them. If someone does not have interest, not question, for them Sri Krishna is not giving this definition. And this definition is not for the realized persons either. Those who are realized, the Siddha, for them, Sri Krishna is not giving this definition. So here is a category of the people, of the disciples, who are like Arjuna. So level of the disciples are like Arjuna. So that is why in our scriptures, you would see there are so many contradictions. Very confusing. Same scripture sometimes says one thing. Same scripture after some time would say very, very contradictory things. So that is why in scriptures there are so many contradictions and we are totally confused. Why there are so many contradictions in the Upanishad, in the Vedas, in the Ramayana, Mahabharata? There are so many contradictions. Sometimes the scriptures would say, do yajna. Another time, same scripture would say, do not do. So it means that we have to understand the situation, the category of the people. Sometimes there would be realized person. Then scripture would say there is no need to do anything. There is nothing required to you. Same scripture will address like Arjuna. The scripture would say, you must do this and that. So very important thing is the level of the mind. If your mind is mature, then Shastra, the scripture will address you in different level. If mind is not so mature, mind is immature, the same scripture will address another way. So maturity of the mind makes difference. Here Sri Krishna says, because he is addressing like Arjuna, The seeker who is striving for spiritual growth. So Sri Krishna says, Yagya dan tapaha karamana tyajyam. See the definition of sannyas and tyag. And one thing you remember always that here, tyag and sannyas, Sri Krishna is not making any difference. Tyaga is equal to sannyas and sannyas is equal to tyaga. He is not making any difference, any separation. Both are the same. So you can say the tyag, you can say the sannyas. So Sri Krishna says, Yagya dana tapa karma. Yagya dana tapa karma. So there are three activities. One is a yagya, another is the dan. Yagya means the sacrifice, dan means the charity, and tapa means austerity. These three are basic foundation of the spirituality. Yagya, dana, tapa, karma. For a seeker who is striving, who is looking for, who is searching for spiritual growth, peace of the mind, for them, Sri Krishna says, these spiritual practices, these are the foundation. It has to be done always. So, yagya, dan, and tapaha, these three types of activity. Now he's saying again, natyajyam. He says both way. You do and never forget it. Always do. Karyam evatat. This is your duty. You must do. You must do. If you are a seeker. So this is your foundation. Karyam evatat. Do not renounce it. So three types activity. Yagya, dan, tapa. Now you can ask why. Why I should do? Why should I practice these three actions, activities? Sri Krishna is giving a reason, the logic. The logic is because Sri Krishna is not saying you renounce the world to become a sannyasi. He is not saying that you renounce the house, the property, the money to become a sannyasi. He says, and he doesn't say, he renounced the going to office, renounce the social activity, bodily activity. He doesn't say. Simply he is saying, you add these things in your activities. If you are going office, it is fine. If you are getting education, not a problem. But you add these activity, you will be a sannyasi. What is its consequences? Why should I do? Then Sri Krishna gives yagyo danam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinam. Pavanani manishinam. Like, if you want to achieve something, and your goal is higher and difficult, like someone wants to go Mount Everest, it is a very difficult task. So it needs lots of practice, lots of time, lots of commitment, because your goal is higher, difficult. Then it needs extraordinary preparations. If you are going some any other country, any other city, it is not so difficult. There are some preparations, but not so difficult. If you are going to Kailash Mansarovar, going to Mount Everest, it is a difficult task. This challenge is very big. If you accept this challenge, you need more and more preparation. Same, if someone wants to achieve the goal of liberation, if someone wants to get ultimate happiness, the liberation realization, it is the most difficult task in the world. It is the most difficult, very rare, very rare. Then you need more preparations for it. Like if you want to run marathon, you practice every day, prepare yourself. Same, if you want to get that happiness, that condition, that situation, you must practice for yajna, dan, and austerity. Pavanani manishinam, they will purify you. They will purify you. Purification means what? In this context, like you purify your water. You purify this and that. There are so many methods for purification. But here, if you purify yourself for that level, for that task, this is your preparation. This is your preparation. So need purification. Purification of what? Purification of the mind. In Vedanta, we call it sadhana chatushtaya. Sadhana chatushtaya. So purification of the mind. Purification of the mind means what? Purification means your mind is ready to accept that invisible reality, that invisible supreme reality. Purification means, purified means, mind means you accept the value of the liberation. You can understand the value of the liberation, the realization, the Brahman, the Atman. Now we don't understand the value of the Atman, the self, the Brahman, the liberation. We don't have proper idea about that Brahman. So we do not give the value. For us, it is like part-time. Yes, we can do, we cannot. It's okay. If you give the value, then you need the purification, preparation. If your task is very, very important for you, then nothing is difficult. If task is very, very valuable, then nothing is difficult. As I told you, if someone decides go to Mount Everest, Kailash Mansarovar, then you can cross all difficulties. Otherwise, there are so many difficulties. Pavanani Manishinam. Pavanani means they will purify your mind. Then what will happen? Your mind is ready to accept that reality. So this is the purification of the mind. So here one point we have to understand, Sri Krishna says, when we do the yajna, dana, tapa, karma, this activity will produce two types fruits. One fruit is purity of the mind for spiritual growth. For your spiritual growth. So one fruit is purity of the mind. Another byproduct is material growth. Material growth. Yes. If we do the yajna, the punya, the virtual activity, you will get growth in material level as well for seeker. It is not so important. If you do the dan, the austerity, these activity will produce material growth as well. But Sri Krishna says no. For tyag, for the sannyas, pavanani manishanam, they are useful for your purity of the mind, and then you can understand the next level, Sravana Manan Nididhyasana. Now, next one. एतान्यपि तु कर्माणि संगम त्यक्त्वा फलानि च कर्तव्यानीति मे पार्थ निश्चितं मतम उत्तमम्. I repeat this mantra again. एतान्यपि तु कर्माणि संगम त्यक्त्वा फलानि च कर्तव्यानीति मे पार्थ निश्चितं मतम उत्तमम्. See the word meaning first. Etani, these, api, even, tu, but, karmani, actions, sangam, attachment, tyaktva, leaving, falani, fruits, cha, and kartavyani should be performed. Iti, thus, may, my, Parth, Arjuna, nishchitam, certain, matam, believe, uttamam, best. See the translation. Renouncing attachment and the results. These actions alone are to be performed. This is my considered and the best teaching, O Arjuna. Listen to Sri Krishna. Very unique concept. Very wonderful concept about sannyas. We have lots of misconception about the tyag, about the sannyas, about the renunciation. Sri Krishna is addressing Arjuna. If he had another audience, like Sanakadi Rishi, the answer would have been very different. He's making clear everything. every aspect, every angle, he is making very, very clear. Arjun, these three activity, spiritual practices, these you must do. And what kind your approach should be with them? It is not, action is not only action is necessary. With the action, there are some instructions how to do. What is your attitude towards these activities? What is your attitude? Doing is not a big deal, but how to do, why to do. So Sri Krishna is giving some instructions. Every seeker who wants spiritual growth without any separation, Sri Krishna is giving these verdict for everyone, apart from the country, apart from the race, apart from the age, apart from the education. It is for everyone, for everywhere, wherever you are. So this is for everyone. Now next level begins. He gives some instructions. Your attitude, your approach. And he giving some instructions. Etanyapi tu karmani sangam tyaktva karoti. Arjun, what attitude should be yours? He says only two things. Only two things. One is sangam tyaktva, without attachment. Another is without desire for fruits. Sangam tyaktva phalanicha. When we do the yajna, the dan, the tapa, austerity, our attitude should be with them, sangam tyaktva phalanicha. Without attachment, one thing. Another is there should be no desire for fruit. What does it mean? What Sri Krishna is trying to say? What kind of message he is giving to us? He says there are two things. One is when you practice something, slowly that activity becomes habit in our life. It could be. Like when we drink the coffee or tea, it becomes habit. It becomes a part of life. If today I did not have the tea, the coffee, the whole day is not in peace. One thing is missing, and that is coffee. The key, the tea, the coffee. Same, if you start doing something, your mind becomes accustomed with the things, with the work, with the situation. Same. So Sangam means you perform these activities, but do not be accustomed, attached. Like a doctor gives medicine, a patient. And he gives some instructions. Take this medicine, this the time. And when it is not required, then there is no need to take a medicine, because the work of the medicine is done. So no need to take medicine. Same, these three activities, they are like medicine for mind. Our mind is weak. Our mind is not healthy. It requires treatment. It requires medicine. An unhealthy mind is not fit for the spirituality. Unhealthy, weak mind is not fit for the peace. You know that. Very simple. Very simple. If mind is not in peace, nothing will work. So our mind is unhealthy, sick. So like doctor gives medicine and he gives some instructions, you take morning and evening and noon, and after a week you come to again to me, then I will check the medicines are required or not. Same, yajna, dan, tapa, these three activities are the medicine for the mind. You do it, but do not become accustomed, habitual with them. I saw so many people. I saw they are very good people. And they have been doing some spiritual practices. But now they are become so habitual. They are not ready to give up. They are not ready. They can give up anything. They can give up the food, the water, the sleep, but they are not ready to give up these spiritual practices. So Sri Krishna says, yes, you do that. But be careful, sangam tyaktva, without attachment, do not become attached with these actions. They are like medicine. They are the medium, not an end. Sangam tyaktva. One. Another is phalani. Phalani means the fruits, consequences. This is another thing. Because when we do anything, we think what I will get. If I do this yajna, what I will get in return. If I do the tapaha, the fast on Monday, what will I get in return? Sri Krishna says, just forget about the phalani, the fruits. So this is the definition. Sri Krishna says, this is the method. This is the way how to do, how to work with these three activities. Only two conditions. Without attachment, do not become accustomed with the activities, and do not desire for fruits. They will happen automatically. Fruits will come. Fruits will come. Nature is not so mature. God is so compassionate. You will get more and more and more. Be patient. So do not waste your time, your thinking in the fruits. And you kartavyani, you do. Then finally he says, Nishchitam matam uttamam. Arjun, this is my opinion, my view. And I think my view is the best. I think I am right. Uttamam, the best one. Because he had said two more views. So he is saying, Nishchitam matam uttamam, this is my view. So sannyasa and tyag, they are not two things, they are one. And for you, my definition is do not give up. Doing this karma, you are sannyasi. With the karma, you are sannyasi. Now, next one. Verse number 7. नियतस्य तु संन्यासा कर्मणो नोपपद्यते मोहात् तस्य परित्यागा तामसा परिकीर्तितः. I repeat again. नियतस्य तु संन्यासा कर्मणो नोपपद्यते मोहात् तस्य परित्यागा तामसा परिकीर्तितः. So first see its word meaning. Niyatasya, obligatory, to verily, sannyasa, renunciation, karmana, of action, na, not, upapadyate, is proper. Mohat, from delusion, thus of the same, parityaga, abandonment, tamasa, tamasic, parikirtita, is declared. See the translation. Renunciation of obligatory action is not proper. Its renunciation out of delusion is said to be tamasic. So Sri Krishna gave very clearly definition of the sannyas and tyagaha. He says, you must do the three spiritual practices. And you are tyagi, you are sannyasi. You do the yajna, sacrifice, charity, and austerity. And you are sannyasi. This is the definition. And with this instruction, without attachment and without desiring fruit. Now he is taking another point. Now he is taking the point. This path is very simple. He is not saying you do not go to school. He is not saying you do not go to office, do not earn money, do not take care of your family. He is not saying anything. So simple. It would have been difficult if he had said, you do not go to school, do not do this and that and that. He is not saying anything. It is so simple. Then why people do not do this? So Sri Krishna takes this point. Niyatasya tu sannyasa karmano nopapadyate. Niyat means the prescribed. Prescribed by whom? Like there is a patient who goes to the doctor and doctor gives the medicine and he prescribes some medicines. You take this. And you do this. If you are diabetic, you have cholesterol, then he would give some medicine, some instructions for your lifestyle. So then like niyat. It's like niyat, prescribed. Prescribed. If someone doesn't follow, then what happens? then you must be ready to follow the consequences. So there is a rule. Niyat means a rule. The rule. Like there is a rule in the road. And you must follow the rules. If you don't follow, then what? You are free to not follow, but you are not free to for its consequences. You have to suffer. If you not ready to follow the rules of the country, rules of the society, rules of the family, yes, you can, but then you must be ready to follow its consequences too. So there niyata. Niyata means the rules. As a human being, we have some rules. If you are father, you accept that I am father, then you must follow the rules of the father. This is the niyat. If you are mother and you accept that I am mother, then you must follow the motherly rules. If I'm citizen of the country, I accept that, then I have to follow the rules of the country. If you don't, then consequences will come. So niyata means the prescribed. Niyatasya tu sannyasa karamana anupapaddate. So this is the niyat prescribed for the every seeker. Every seeker. We must follow. Every seeker means I told you, not realized person, not seeker. Seeker, those who are striving for the liberation, peace of the mind. For them, this is prescribed. The prescription is for seeker, the prescription is you must do the sacrifice, the charity, and the austerity. This is the prescription. Karmano nopapaddate. If someone does not follow, then what? And why? Why? Two questions. Niyatasya tu parityaga, karmano nopapaddate. Sri Krishna says, this is not good. This is not good. Not proper. We must follow the doctor. If I am sick, I must follow the doctor. If I am citizen in any country, I am living there, I must follow the rules. If I am living in a society, I must follow the rules of the society. So niyat means if you are a seeker, then there is some prescriptions for us. Karmano anupapaddate. If someone doesn't follow, it is not good. So Sri Krishna is giving very sophisticated language. It is not good. You must follow, it means. Mohat tasya parityagaha. Mohat. Why we are not following the rules of the scriptures? Why? Why I am not ready to follow our duties? I am seeker. I want to liberation. I want to moksha, peace of the mind. Everyone wants peace of the mind. But no one follows the rules of the peace. So that is why people are suffering. Sri Krishna says there is rules. There are rules, no exception. These rules are for everyone without exception. If you want, if your target, your goal is supreme, then if your goal is earning money, then these are not necessary. Then it is not necessary. Do the yajna, charity. It is not. You want to school. Education is not necessary. If you want the peace of the mind, if you want the liberation, realization, then this is the prescription. Mohat tasya parityaga. Mohat means delusion, ignorance. I am not following these rules because of the ignorance. Ignorance of the what? Ignorance means I do not know the importance of my goal. This is the ignorance. Ignorance about the goal. Something I know. I want. But what is this? We think these things are not relevant in my life. Today's life is very fast. So doing the yajna, the charity, the austerity, these all are out of dated. Outdated. So this is my thinking. I think this way, these practices are not relevant in my life. If they are not relevant, they are not practical in this life, then why I should follow? Very simple. They are not practical, not applicable. Moha, this is the moha, illusion. Illusion. I do not know. So that is why cause may be different, but my thinking is like this. These practices are not necessary. And see, there are a common man. Forget about the common man. I'm talking about the students of the Vedanta. They study. They take study. They take study. But they are not ready to follow these rules. Because there could be, I do not have time, impractical, lack of this and that. Anything could be there. Sri Krishna is giving name, it's moha, delusion. We do not understand the value of our target. We do not understand the importance of our goal. If you understand the importance of your goal, then there is no any difficulty. Difficulty means your goal is very small, useless. If you feel difficulty in any action, it means your goal is useless. It is not proper goal. So this is the moha. Moha tasya parityaga tamasa parikirtitaha. Sri Krishna says, this is also sannyas. They are not doing the yajna, dan, tapaha. They are not doing the activity, but this activity, non-doing activity is tamasic. Very lower level. Very lower level. Now, next one. दुःखमित्येव यत्कर्म कायक्लेश भयात् त्यजेत् सा कृत्वा राजसं त्यागं नैव त्यागफलं लभेत्. I repeat again. दुःखम इत्येव यत्कर्म कायक्लेश भयात् त्यजेत् सा कृत्वा राजसं त्यागं नैव त्यागफलं लभेत्. See the word meaning first. Dukkham it is painful, iti, thus, ev even, yat which, karma action, kaya klesha bhayat, from fear of bodily trouble, tajit abundance, sa hi kritva performing, rajasam, rajasik tyagam abandonment, na not ev even, tyag palam, the fruit of the abandonment, labheta, obtains. Now see the translation. Out of fear of physical strain, one gives up the duty to be troublesome, having taken to Rajasic renunciation, he never gets the result of renunciation. Now he is taking Rajasic. Dukkham iti. The first was Tamasic. It was because of the delusion, moha. Now he is taking another step, Rajasic. In Rajasic state, the people, the seeker is aware. And see the difference. In Tamasic state, he did not know about the importance, the goal, and the means. He was ignorant, moha, deluded. But this seeker, this is not deluded. That seeker knows everything. He can teach. He can take classes of Gita, of Upanishad. He's aware. He knows everything. He knows what is the goal. He knows what is the way, how to get it. He knows. Even having known, he is not doing that. Knowledge is there. But he is not able to do that. Why? Sri Krishna says there is another cause. And that cause is Kaya Klesha Bhaya Tajeta. He is very, very attached to the body. He is fully attached to the body. He do not want to leave the discomfortment. He does not want to leave comfortment of the body. If the master would say, if you want to study the Gita, if you want to do this practice, you must wake up at 4 in the morning. 8:04. In the Brahma Muhurt, it is very difficult. And we know that if you want to do the spiritual practices, you must wake up in the morning. Then you can manage meditation, some exercises, some study, because morning time is yours. Yes, I want to do that, but waking up in the morning is very difficult. Kaya klesha bhayat tajit. I want and I know the importance of the morning waking up. I know my goal, I know the way, but I do not want to give strain to my body. I do not want to give strain to my body. See, in physical level, if you want to be fit, you must do exercise. Exercise, there could be different types of exercises. But you have to do one exercise, and if you do exercise, body will get strength. If you are not ready to get strain in the body, then you cannot do the exercise. Dukkhaya klesha bhayat tajeta. Out of fear of physical strain. Yes, I want to do that, but because morning I cannot. In the evening I cannot. Because I do not want to give strain my body. That is why very difficult to me. This is not difficult for another person who is living next to you. And he used to waking up in the morning. Used to wake up in the morning. For us, it is very difficult. It is very difficult because I am very attached to the body. I do not give strain to the body. So Sri Krishna says, Dukkham itteva yat karma kaya klesha bhayat tajit. I want it to do, I want to get it, but I am not ready to give strain to my body. So it would be better I do not do that. Tajit. He is not doing that. Shakritva rajasam tyagam naiva tyaga phalam lave. Sri Krishna says, this renunciation, you can call it rajasik. This is also sannyasi. This is also renunciation. But it is rajasic. In this state, there is no spiritual growth and not downfall. In tamasic, there is a downfall. In tamasic, there is a downfall, but in this state, there is no spiritual growth and no spiritual downfall. Because I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing good, I'm not doing bad. Naiva tyaga phalam lave. This people, this seeker will not gain any fruit of this renunciation. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Santi Santi Santi. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhasikritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Isharo Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Santi Shanti Santi. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayeta. Om Santi Santi Santi.